I want to tell you a story about a moment that completely shifted the way I think about music. I was in Seoul, Korea, performing with my band. We were right in the middle of rehearsal when I told the band, I got a new song I wrote. I want you all to learn it, so I'll drop it in your email later, and let's try to have it by next week. Well, the bass player looked at me and says, yo, play it now. And I said, okay. I played the whole song for him from start to finish. And as soon as I hit the last note, he just looks at me and says, okay, I got it. I stopped. I said, what do you mean you got it? He says, it's in the key of F, right? Yeah. And the progression is the 1 to the 4 to the 6 and so on. And I just stood there. I was like, what? How did you know that? I haven't even showed you the charts. And he just gives me this casual look and says, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have perfect pitch. In that moment, I felt like he had cheat codes, the ultimate superpower as a musician. Now, I spent years at the keys. I put in the hours, but I wasn't born with that internal gift, that superpower. I had to always work at it. I felt like a normal person looking at a superhero. I thought you either had the gift or you didn't. But then a few weeks later, something happened that changed that thought for me. We were back in the hotel, the whole band hanging out in my room. We were watching the concert on TV, eating and cracking jokes. And as usual, I was the butt of the jokes. Don't worry, I can take it. But in the background, I heard a band come on TV. I wasn't even looking at the screen, but I heard the music and I just blurted out, wow, they're in the key of G minor. My guitar player stops eating, grabs his guitar, he tunes up, he hits the chord G minor, and his eyes go wide. Then he said, wait, how do you know that? You got perfect pitch too? And that's when it dawned on me. For the last month, every single night, we have been playing Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers. And we played it in the key of G. Because I played that song with such deliberate focus for 30 days straight, my brain had anchored that frequency. I didn't have a superpower, I had memory. We've all heard of the 10,000 hour rule, but here's the truth. 10,000 hours is just an average, not a law. If you spend 10,000 hours just noodling or playing mindlessly, you're just passing time. The real pro secret is deliberate practice. That's exactly what I was doing without even realizing it. When I started listening to the notes as I played them, I wasn't just practicing piano. I was building my pitch memory. My bass player in Seoul, Korea had absolute pitch, the version you were born with. But what I developed was what we called acquired pitch. Think of it like a language. Some people are born speaking it, but you can learn that language and begin to speak it and even think in it. This is what consistency does and deliberate practice. I call this the resonance key. I was training my brain to recognize the specific timbre and frequency of my instrument. I was essentially tuning my brain to the piano. So, my fellow musicians, don't let someone else's head start discourage your journey. Your ear is a muscle, not a lottery ticket. So every time you show up and truly listen, you are leveling up with deliberate practice. But this isn't just about music. This is about how we master anything in life. Whether you're a musician, a teacher, a craftsman, or an entrepreneur, the law of resonance is the same. It's not about the time on the clock. It's about the quality of your presence, meaning deliberate practice. See, a surgeon develops perfect feel through deliberate focus. A writer develops perfect ear for the rhythm of the story by reading until the words resonate. You don't need to be the chosen one to be good. You just need to be willing to tune your brain to the frequency of your craft. Stay with the work until the work stays with you. Stop counting the hours. Stop waiting for a gift you think you don't have. Start feeling the resonance in everything you do. Because once you find your frequency, The world has no choice but to listen. I am Tyris Washington, and I approve of this message. Listen, keep hoping, keep believing, and keep practicing with deliberate intention.